Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Prowl, Clans, and Cunning, which is brought to you by Play Low Creations. It's for 2 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, and games generally run about 15 to 25 minutes. The clans grow restless, and the empire teeters on the brink of collapse. As the clans jostle for power, maneuver them against each other so that yours rises to the very top. In Prowl, you will manipulate a motley cast of animals to secure your place as the true power behind the throne. Use their abilities, shift your allegiances, and accuse other players, all to ensure that when the dust settles, your reign is uncontested. Make sure that when the game ends, your chosen clan is at the very top of the track. There are 4 animal clans in this game. You have got summer, autumn, spring, and winter, and you're jockeying for position the whole game, trying to move this track up and down as you try to be in the lead, having the right card at the end of the game. So that's really what it boils down to. But each of your cards, when you do play them, they will manipulate this track as well as give you an ability. Some are just very straightforward. Like this one will gain you the dominance token. Now the dominance token is all about breaking ties at the end of the game. But other cards are a little more complicated. They've got varying types of abilities and things they can do. So some of the effects on these cards will have icons associated with them, meaning there are certain types of the game that you'll want to use them in order to take advantage of their effects. First, we have attachment. And a lot of the attachment cards will give you the abilities to use through the course of the game, but some might be a one and done, but you get to choose when to activate it. And then we've got the swift icon, which is the lightning bolt, meaning really here that you, in order to use the effect of this card, you cannot use it as your last card played. So you got to keep that in mind for sure. And then finally we have the snail, which is the slow icon. And in order to get the best use of this effect, you want to make sure it's your last card played. Also, these cards have really nice artwork around the different types of clans, the animals in use. You start to get the feel of what the different types of abilities and how they relate to the clans as well. But in the top left corner is the very important clan icon, because when you do put a card into play, you will manipulate the tiles, the track in the middle by gaining in strength for that particular clan, moving them up the track, hoping that they're at the top. By the time you get to the end of the game, you've picked the right clan and you're aligned with it properly. And as you can imagine, there's so many different types of effects. You really need to be mindful though about how and when you play them. Timing is key in this game. Now, every player is going to get 6 cards. That's all you get for the entire game, so games play very fast. Now, in a 2-player game like we're set up here, you do have a random element that will manipulate the strength of the clans. You won't use the effects of the cards when they're drawn, but you will use the icon for the clan and move them up the track. So at the start of the game, you have your 6 cards, and you have to pick one of them as your clan that you're going to support, you're going to align with, and you're going to place it face down in front of you. Now, the thing is, you hope to manipulate the track in order to win with that card, but alliances, allegiances can change through the course of the game. You might be forced to change your card, or you might choose to change it yourself based on what's happening along the strength of the clans. So it's really that simple. So the rest of the cards though you can play, and you've got 3 possible actions here. You can play a card, you can change your clan yourself, or you can choose to accuse one of your fellow players. You'll still have to discard a card to do this, but you'll accuse them of what clan they have. So there is some deduction here. You're trying to figure out what clan they have based on what they've been doing to manipulate the track, and hopefully force them to change that clan by picking correctly. So for each of the actions, you will always be playing a card. So when you get down to the last card, that will be the game end, and you'll see who is in the lead by flipping over all the clans that you're supporting around the table to see who is in the lead. Now, on your turn, obviously, playing a card is just like it sounds. You'll play it face up and put it in your discard pile, manipulating the strength of that clan based on its icon, and then activating its ability. Here we have the warrior. The warrior has some nice multi-function ability going on here, where you can lower another clan by 1 position. Then if the autumn clan is in the lead, you get to accuse another opponent at the same time. Change a clan just simply means you'll take your face down clan that you're currently supporting or you're aligning with, and you'll turn it face up and put it into your discard pile. Then from the cards that you still have in your hand, you'll pick one to align with and place it face down in front of you. It really is that straightforward. And then you're going to have accuse as your final option. Now you're only going to be doing one of these on your turn, right? But accusation, like I said, if you're successful, you're going to force them to change out their particular clan, maybe really messing up their plans. But you'll also get the dominance token, which again breaks ties. So it's obviously a good thing to try to keep track of what everyone's doing, what they're doing to manipulate the strengths of the clan, and pick correctly when you accuse someone. So as you can see through the course of the game, your main goal is to manipulate the strength of the clans in order to align properly with you, but there is some deduction here that you're going to try to figure out what other players are doing and, like I said, mess up their plans. And when the last card is played, then you will flip over the clans that everyone supports and see who is in the lead. And if there are ties, whoever has that dominance token is going to be the winner. All right, folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, with that said, this is a super light, fast-playing game. You can easily play multiple hands back to back. I really like the quickness of it and how all the different cards, effects, and abilities come into play strategically around when and how you play them, getting that timing just perfect to ensure that your clan is the top of the charts, the strongest of all of them, and you take the throne. So I really like those aspects, and it's got some really nice artwork, and it's just a really fun tug of war is what it feels like as you're pulling and pushing the different clan strengths along the main track. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it from me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.